You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television. We they stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring the program come to you this Tuesday morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Today is Tuesday, the 19th day of November 2024. Inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we theme na politics. Also, we can talk about the presidential appointments where President Bio can give to people for work na the country and serve the one them working for go represent the country na the diplomatic mission them. Now that's what they discuss in this edition of the Breakfast Show.
Well, this and other issue them then at the program for you this Tuesday morning. Remember, say you say for the watch, we go get the opportunity for the part of the conversation. Send we your comments, your thoughts on the comment section or any of the platform that we do watch we. If now you first send this for Watch Liberty Online Television, one for say a very big welcome to you. And don't forget for like and also share the page so that more people go be part of this platform. Also in a day you they get credible information but different things them where they happen at the country. And don't forget the anniversary project still go on as Liberty Online TV. We don't turn 1 year this November. And last week Saturday we been start the anniversary celebration. Also we been we hike with Liberty, where that be a very successful one. Also we get all we friends, fans, colleagues them. We've been joined with the Mambo Waterfall. Also celebrate Liberty at 1. And the celebration still continue. And we been get a donation drive will be launched some time back. We saw the ask us say, when continue for support we so that we go sustain this institution. And on the 29th of November at the Freetown City Council building, we grand celebration. We go be fundraising dinner and dance. If you not get your ticket yet, kindly reach out to any one of you for buy your ticket so that you go join Liberty Online TV family on the 29th of November. Now the Freetown City Council building also go get with dinner and dance.
All right, so we continue with the Breakfast Show, and you just seen at the screen the display of the information regarding the dinner we go for. Actually, I don't want to refer to the 29th again because it's just around the corner and it's next week Friday. So members say you will know say you want to be part of the dinner and dance and support Liberty Online TV. It's next week Friday, just 9 days 6 days, just 10 days from today, and of course it's next week Friday, so just watch the dates. Make sure you call 074 200 545 or any staff na Liberty Online TV where you get in contact for inform we and let you know how you go get you tickets for the part of the dinner. We dey continue with the breakfast show, and now we're gonna court. Now the Freetown Magistrate Court number 1 before Magistrate Sakekura. We don't send one Sako Kamara go na the Male Correctional Center for 12 months because the defendant and guilty saying that one of the people and when we run away come out at the Port Local prison the same way the November 26 attempted could be happen at the country. Well, for more on this, let me join Maria to share for great updates.
Magistrate Sakekura na the Freetown Magistrate Court number 1 don sentence one Sako Kamara go na the Male Correctional Center for 12 months for where he find am guilty say he been run away come out from prison na the Port Local Male Correctional Center. The accused, Sako Kamara, be detained before the court on one count charge we get for do with escape from legal custody for sake of the failed coup attack wey been happen inside November last year. According to the particulars of offense na that, the accused, Sako Kamara, where police be remand at custody na the Port Local Male Correctional Center, been escaped together with other inmates them November 26 last year and be done in hiding from that same day, and they be arrested and back inside October this year. According to the police prosecutor, Sergeant Momo Lahai say, some personnel them, now them be arrest the accused back na Marinka village, na Cassette Chiefdom, na the Port Local district, for sake of one wanted list of people where them be hang with pictures, and the accused in name and face be there among the list of wanted people, and say, na through that them be able for arrest the accused back. When the court be read this charge to the accused, he been plead guilty and be asked the magistrate for temper justice with mercy. But Magistrate Sakekura been sentenced him for 12 months for going to the Male Correctional Center. For Liberty Online TV, me na Maria to Sheriff.
All right, we continue with the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty On. Well, from that court report today, they go to the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education. Also yesterday, we see the Minister, Conrad Saki, be announced the number of school picking them will be take this year BECE exam and the one that will be passed. And according to the Minister, it's saying about 100,000 picking them being take this particular exam way be happen sometime back this year. David, in case he say gets more and he go now report.
After the West Africa Examination Council (WAEC) be announced say July 29, 2024, the BECE examination for start and end August 7, 2024. Also, the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education (NBSSE), Conrad Saki, be sent message of encouragement to 126,496 picking them wey be write the 2024 BECE examination. November 18 this year, the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, Conrad Saki, be announced the results. Also, a first start for talk about the total amount of picking and school them when we sit the exam.
This report provides a very brief preliminary analysis of the 2024 BECE results. 126,703 candidates from 1,833 schools entered for the 2024 BECE. 5,578 candidates were absent for all subjects or had entire results cancelled. 5,545 of these candidates were absent for all subjects. This leaves a total of 121,125 candidates that sat at least one subject or paper and had grades released.
Conrad Saki continue for talk about the amount of results them where WAEC been seized.
The results of 878 entry schools and are being withheld by WAEC. This leaves the results of 125,824 candidates, inclusive of those absent for all subjects, that were released to the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education on the 13th of November 2024. At BECE, candidates take up to 8 subjects, and and the best score is 1, which is excellent, and the worst is 7, which is a fail. Units and grades 1 to 6 are various levels of passes. Thus, anyone scoring 6 or better will pass an individual BECE subject. The different grades are awarded based on percentage of marks obtained on individual exams. An individual student performance is assessed using aggregate scores derived from the grades for the total of 6 subjects, and these will include the 4 core subjects plus the best elective subject grade and the best optional subject grade.
For nobody waiting at the requirement for entering a senior secondary school, Colonel Saki again.
Note that requirement for entry to a senior secondary school is a minimum of 5 passes, inclusive of language arts or mathematics. The aggregate score and average grades are measures of the quality of the performance of the candidate and is used to determine which candidate is offered a place when the demand for places at a school is greater than the number of places available.
But how the results been look like?
2 candidates were tied for top position. Sise Mariam M from the International School Limited Secondary and John Sita from Alfred International Junior Secondary School. They both sat and passed all 8 of their subjects with aggregate scores of 7, average grades of 1.13. That is, the candidates obtained 1s in 7 subjects and a 2 in 1 subject. They were closely followed by 3 other candidates with aggregate scores of 7 and average grades of 1.25 due to 1s in 6 subjects and 2 in 3 subjects.
The Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, Colonel Saki, end up say government go continue for recruit more teachers them at different parts in the country for make them go improve on the educational standard in the country. For Liberty Online TV, me na David Yankee report.
Alright, welcome back. It's still the breakfast on Liberty Online Television, and from that report today, where David Yankee put together for SECA the BECE results where the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education be announced yesterday. One for congratulate all these candidates them will go through this exam and come out successful. We say congratulations to all. We will continue with the breakfast show, and from that issue we get to do with education. We go on a Mowhaf community now the East End of Freetown. Usai the rain will be come on Sunday, being cause problem in this community. For some people, we see them property they don't spoil because of that rain day. Well, we watch as Mohammed Kamara and the team bingo wakade.
This na the Mowhaf community, na the eastern parts na Freetown. This community for some time now don't they suffer from flooding. We don't broke host them and damage plenty property them. For SECA this make Liberty Online TV can waka na this community. For know the status of people them we tap na this community. We be the talk. The headman na the Mowhaf community, Manika Bangura, first start for explain but the flooding we don't they affect them na this community.
In the area of Mowhaf community, we will get a big problem because no go talk and say na small problem. We give the name and say na disaster. During the dry season, as you don't can at the community, you yourself don't see any get for 2 of dandy at least. Let yourself go present as a evidence, whatever would I relate.
Waiting at the major cause for the flooding at this community. Manika Bangura explain.
Well, disaster in the sense when the gutter don't full up water, they go na people also in the brook. We get evidence to the effect, we get picture there to the effect for the past 5 years. Oh, you can pull them or send them for anybody, let's see for yourself. Because of the dirty and the deposit in a gutter, the dirty, the stock water not able move. So when pump open, that can cause the disaster, not able to control the dirty. This gutter link Kishi Road, Frobe Road, Gal Street, Bombay Market, Eastern Street, Old Fish Street, all them this Kosoto area, this water then they deposit dirty.
Some community people where the rain affect this BNTM na this community be get this for say.
This rain it affects me. The market go, 20 bag fish all go, money go, property the assets and nuts and able pull. Me bring pass one boy na able draw me for pull me for the water. The way the water destroy. And not to me one grain all over the wharf. The water reach over Sayanda where you be say sometime you not can reach here. But this rain this last night, we all together.
This the rainway car last night, oh is no more now. This stop we and this whole net to no able sleep. This in couch dirty. Me let me say now we will not see no more now. Sick, yeah, the bruise, the water don't flow up here yesterday. Simon day for pass. Yeah, if you be there yesterday, like this last night, if you be there, I like the enemy going you know I leave this sire. But what you they try for tell the family and particular this gutter, if the government no prepare this gutter, I swear to God, because now they able get we living. Without here, we know they get no say again for go.
And this gutter it affect me greatly. We not get no other thing to send to the government for do for other thing unless this gutter issue. If they able to solve this gutter issue, that means say more problem. We hope they don't solve to be on side.
Them people end up call on authority them for build more drainage na the community and for also stop people for throwing dirty na the neighboring community. With that can cause flooding na this community. For Liberty Online TV, me na Mohamed Kamara, the reports.
All right, we continue with the breakfast show when they come to you live from Liberty Online Television. Earlier, I will tell you, I said today, we look at politics and we look at the recent appointments with His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, make this BNTM. And their appointment there, we don't see OSI create new position them, especially when you look at the what we get for do with the ambassador to Paris and other appointments them where His Excellency be make this BNTM. And recently, a lot of people don't raise concern about the wage bill where them believe say a very big and His Excellency they make more appointments them. Waiting the appointments they also go bring to national development. Now the studio this morning, we want to welcome the Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education, we na Bokari Abdel Aziz Bawa. Good morning, Mr. Minister, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning, Khadija, and good morning, listeners.
And also, na the studio, they expect to get a social commentator and also a journalist, we na Thomas Dixon. Himself go join we na the studio and go give we your opinion. But the recent appointments then where His Excellency the President don't they make. Within the appointments, they also mean to national development. Now that's what we can discuss inside the program this morning. Well, we'll start with the Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education, where officially na a ministry responsible for explain but waiting His Excellency the President they do as the official spokesperson for the government. Mr. Minister, we see recently His Excellency will make some appointments them and he will create some new offices them for people them. Firstly, before we can look at the appointments there so nationally in terms of His Excellency in priority areas them, what are some of the developments that we do upon our government?
Thank you very much. If you say man talk about what will happen recently in government, it's like Liberty TV. You have all it takes to know and to follow up on what we do as an administration. His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, in his second term, what did he say he don't prioritize? Tell me say for feed the nation. And you not just say a feed the nation, it is lead by example. You don't see censorship with the when it comes to agriculture. And because they don't pay too much attention to agriculture, things that will be import and not export to the exporter. One such thing, a vegetable oil. You know, say, Salon, I can't do it, you have several eat. I import to the importer. Oil, I import to the importer. But at least now, we're very proud for say Sierra Leone, the export vegetable oil. Sierra Leone also gets a very big poultry farm, Namakeni, one of the largest, for produce we local egg within the market. So even when we try for rebase with GDP, we don't find out say the manufacturing sector now, they bring more income, that we are not so reliant again on the mining sector. This they show you how much we don't make inroads into other sectors. And then they tell you why they even see, even with inflation, they respond small, and they go down. Because this all they tell on those indicators, economic indicators, where microeconomic indicators, where they show you say, yes, market, they respond to the policies or they implement. So we are achieving a lot of things as an administration. But basically, we focus this time, like what we focus human capital development, we are focusing on feeding our people. And the president is laying the foundation, we are providing the environment, we are putting policies in place, and it is responding. Even the forex, this is a with time now, we're not able to balance and small. They go down. We are not there totally, but we are moving towards what we want to achieve.
You just don't talk about the feed salon. We now His Excellency the President in priority area. And yesterday we host the Minister of Finance, so Fantamadi Bangura. We also say the 2025 budget centered around the feed salon. And you say salon they export cooking oil, and the ministers have say salon they export rice. But the mystery now that if salon they export them in there, but the cities in the Nayaso, they struggle for get access to them in there.
So, most of these things what they do, they create the enabling environment for the private sector for participate. Now, private people, they do business. So, the aim of every business for maximize profits. So when somebody they produce, the first thing they look at, they want to send a product to side the price high. You understand? So I make it see most of them are exported, they export because they chase the markets of high price. What will they try for do now for encourage more people? Because when more people don't go into that production, then time will reach, they're not going to just export all, they will look at the local industry. Now there's no way you are going to regulate them. Say no exporter. When you do that, now smuggler will begin smuggler because you don't restrict them. So therefore, you have to allow for a free market economy where the forces of demand and supply they would dictate the price of the commodity. So as private participants in the sector, what do they do for us? They chase high price for us. That means they send out for us. But the more Sierra Leoneans come into the field, the more we all open up to do agriculture as a business. Now the more we will get their food then for staying.
But the countries and they produce this, the cities they get access to that, then they take and go to another country. Then governments not for the make boast stuff and say, will they produce this now and they export and go to another country?
No, but when they produce the exports, they tell on FX gain, they tell on we trade balance. You understand? Because you have to compare what they come in and what they go out of the country. Now they speak to your trade balance, international trade balance. Yes, we want to produce and sell at the local market. But in a free market economy, the forces of demand and supply now they determine. So if somebody thinks this market get high price, now the force they chase. And as a government, the first thing we do first now for create the environment for let them partake. The more we partake, the more other people come. Now the more we'll get access for left at the market now. Before government will begin saying now, okay, let's restrict. But if two people they partake, they discourage them. They go out of the market, they reverse the situation. But when you encourage other people for come, you know if I talk to a person, now instead they know say no, if I continue, I'll go out of the market. But for now, we don't want to interrupt by using any unfavorable policy. Now we create the enabling environment for everybody partake. Then government will look at waiting next. You understand? Now gradual process.
So also the people fall in all of this because the social contracts where they bring any government into power get for do between the government and the people, not the international community. For example, you say international trade policies we talk about now. Also, the people involved in all of this, when now government you say they prepare for letting them go out, but you want to wait in a Asia, now they get access or get the food. Now one challenge day. If you meet in a market, it will expensive, past even the imported food will come.
So I'm not saying government say let us send her out. We are talking to waiting the happen now. We all know say what they produce. But why is it that what they produce, but you need to see on the local market? I tell you, say the private people what they produce, not the government they produce the oil, not the government they produce the egg. With the egg, which everybody even look at, we local market first and foremost. But you don't force them. Because as a government, we just do policy for let you make sure say the private person able to do business. But every private person when they do business, now profit will maximize. So that is why most times when even CSOs and say government not for do business, these are the reasons why government can do business.
But government gets ministries then, for example, we get scheme that we're supposed to empower people for go to the farm and do the work, produce things that will win a salon for the eat.
And that is what we are doing. If you go to the Ministry of Agriculture, if you go to SMIDA, we get a lot of support. If you talk to the president of the National Federation of Farmers, he will tell you, say, this time around, government, they do a lot of things for support local farmers. Because the more we get local farmers for go into farming, do farm for business, now the more government will achieve with the feed salary program. Not that that's that program now. Some people, the private sectors, yes, they get the big muscle for attract a lot of things. But government gets a lot of schemes for local farmers for let them partake.
So when salon will begin feeding safe? When the feed salon will begin work properly?
Salon they begin feeding safe when me and you begin plant for them feeding safe.
Because everybody go plant.
No. If everybody no plant, let us say everybody decides to in a plant, would I have a
so
that private person,
everybody for going to the farm?
Now, I mean, when they at the farm, now they will support. If we say once sit down and say, we're not going to the farm, everyone is going to the farm. The facilities, the support where government gets, now only the possible they partake at the farm. Now, this time we deal with the National Farmers Federation.
So how about the one that way not they partake into the farming, but then get the money for going to the market and buy, where the thing themselves when they go in a salon is really expensive. So when they talk about the area of accessing waiting, then they go in a salon.
So you don't go to any market, the thing that would go na, you know, the
It did, but it very expensive than waiting and they even import out the country. So if we talk about prioritizing agriculture, if we talk about feed salon, the area of accessing waiting and the plants in a salon, it will be top priority. So now then they, but it's not accessible.
Very accessible.
You don't want to market and therefore ask for 1 cup country yes and compare it to that English.
So when you say accessibility, it's different from availability. It is available in the market. You can access it.
It's not available, Mr. Minister.
It's not in the market.
It's there, but not apart from the affordability. For let you even get them, if you go to market, if you count 5 tables there now, where they sell it, something and one they get
so meaning we are not producing enough.
So that means say I am right to say it's not accessible.
No. If you say you are accessible, means say you go, you not get them. When they talk about price difference,
it's not about the price difference. Even for let you see in a market, it's not common.
So what are we saying here?
It's not accessible.
That we are not still responding enough to what the president decide what the president want to obey. That we all for go back and do farming. If not other possible for do the farming, we got a lot of agricultural projects on farming. One at a time. Agriculture not turn like any other business. When you meet just one face of it, the whole face is the missing. So if we all not embrace what like the president they do, what other ministers they do. Yesterday I look at Alpha Tibu, na farm. You know how many acres? Over 300 acres of land Now he do. This now the government will all do, now the president will all do. But if we sit down and say let's tell people do the time when you need rice, you know what they, because the amount of people when they produce rice for supply we all, it's not going to be enough. So you just get for entice people for let it go. And this enticement, the government they do by providing the basic, when they give loan, when they give matching grants.
So each and every Sierra Leonean, how it possible for let we all Nasalon go into farming? What's the possibility? For now, all we get a lot of land. Salon get a lot of land.
What's the land there?
Can you tell me come on?
Come home plan, but for let you get access to land, you self no in a challenge.
Land for the waiting?
For do the farming.
Now in village?
If you go there, you go meet a person in land.
So they're not saying you go greet person in land. But you know what I say, if you go back home, Kadisha will get a lot of land hiding around. These are the land that we want to put under development and grow waiting for feed salon.
Well, even the one and waiting at the provinces, not get the facility the way it take for let them make use of the land there and produce something.
Namely, what are the things?
Everybody waiting at the provinces a plant. Talk less of waiting at we all move go they say for plant.
So what will be the happen over the years is the agriculture will be on the two. Everybody they look at agriculture as poor man business. So a lot of the population are in agriculture. And the agriculture we want to do, now agriculture for business. When you know say, I am doing this agriculture and I will generate income from this agriculture for take care of yourself and do other things. Produce, feed yourself, sell and do other things the way you want. That agriculture way, if you produce rest, before the year goes 6 months, if you don't eat all, not in the agriculture where the government they look at. That is why we they give matching grants to farmers. That is why we they give tractors to farmers. And if you talk to the National Federation, they will tell you say a lot of supply of fertilizer, seedlings, government don't send out. Now just to farmers, not to government, this time not to government they pick whether for the fertilizer or tractor. Now the National Federation of Farmers, now they take ownership of what government get and what distribute to the farmers. We are in Kailo and they showcase a lot of the things whether they don't do or whether they do. This now they encourage. Now then people that will support. We all do otherwise. We know say everybody will left Freetown now for go do farming. But the one that we don't choose for do farming, now they will just support. Now they will access the opportunities where government gets. And that is just what government they do. If the private sector back one go into farming, government just accord the opportunity, do the policies then, environment where we make they succeed. That is just what it can do.
What are the possibilities then for the feed salon succeed?
The possibility, one, there should be a national buy-in. We all as a country for belief say we're able to grow food and feed ourselves. That is one thing. Two, as an administration, as a government, we produce or we provide the enabling environment and the government they give all the support to farmers. One, like eating and the way we need for continue for do. Three, we partake. No sit down looking about for do, or na Kadija for do, or na Meme for do, or na this person for do. In your own little way, we all accept, say yes, we must stop for import some of these things that are basic things. Let us go back and support family in our communities. If we don't have a national buy-in, like the president will say, human capital development, the people that say, what's they put the money?
In your estimation, Mr. Minister, when you think say feed salon will be a success?
So it depends on what you calculate as success.
When we all go sit down and say, oh, we thank God for His Excellency initiative feed salon, angry no this salon again.
This year's team, when they celebrate, when United Nations celebrates the World Food Day, you know what's the team? Agriculture, a food for life and for the future. That then United Nations don't accept that hungry all over the world. Therefore, we need to produce food for saving life now and for the future. So it is not just about Sierra Leone. It is not just about theoretical things, say, when we will reach that level. It is about me and you believing that feeding the population. Because what did happen now? Now me and you, they solve the problem with it. So if government bring any initiative, now me and you for embrace the initiative and make sure say it is happening. So it is not about waiting for when it will be successful. It will be successful when me and you ready for really put we show that to the wheel and push our end driver. Because if there's a work for everybody to do, nobody will do it. Because somebody will think another person should do it. So let us not look at what it would have for one. Now me and you for make sure say waiting the government don't carry it as a project. When say fit salon, we make sure say it happen. I will bring as an administration the thing away for make it happen. Yes. The Ministry of Agriculture, even the budget allocation, they show you say there is the willingness at the highest level. Even the president, in examples the way they said, show you say there's the willingness from the political will for let it happen. So as citizens, we need to embrace the feed salon and partake.
All right, Mr. Minister, we will bring you back another time. We will properly look at the feed salon. Okay. Let's look at the topic for today. We don't see Usai, His Excellency the President, Dr. Bio. Recently, he be make few appointments them, and this now one way. Plenty people on the CC na a burden on the wage bill. For example, you see, Usai creates an embassy na Paris, and the question now is, whose development or whose benefits this will be to His Excellency the President in government? All right, we continue with the breakfast show. We come to you live from Liberty Online TV. We broadcast on YouTube, Facebook, and also on our website. We powered by Orange Sierra Leone. In case you just tune in, don't forget to say yourself for the watch. We go get the opportunity for the part of the conversation this morning. By way how you go send we your comments, your thoughts, now the comment section at any of the platform them where they watch with this morning. And today, in case you just tune in, they can look at the recent appointments them where President Bio be make this BNTM and waiting at some of the benefits them where this go bring to Salon. And now the studio this morning we get the Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education where na Bokari Abdel Aziz Bawa they would swing at the studio, and also we get Thomas Dixon, a journalist and also a social commentator who they can look at the recent appointments them where His Excellency the President will make. Yes, Mr. Minister, a lot of people they question now say then appointments, especially we say it creates new offices. Then, for example, Paris, France. Many people want to know whose benefits the area they also go bring, the bilateral benefits we go bring to Salon.
Okay, thank you very much, Kalija. Let me agree on what we want to really look at from the appointments then. Is it a constitutionality? Are they constitutional or unconstitutional? For the president to appoint. To me, it is very constitutional. He has the constitutional right to hire and fire. Yeah? If he was going to ask her to talk for her, it will please her for say, but I will not talk for me again. And because he don't sign a social contract with the people, he thinks that XYZ I want to achieve before I left office. If you look at anybody where he thinks this person can able help me for achieve on waiting I don't say I achieve for my country or with for my people, you get that right for hire that person. So let us put that one on the table, let everybody know that the president get rights for choose from amongst the available of human capacity. Anybody where he thinks it will help him for deliver on a mandate. We look at new appointments. I will take two. Perhaps we go say new appointments. One, like what they say, the ambassador France, Paris, and the presidential librarian and archivist. Let us, for instance, look at having an ambassador in France. It's, it will surprise anybody in the world for saying if the president gets an ambassador in France, we get 5 permanent members in the United Nations Security Council. Out of that 5, Salon get embassy in 2. Salon get embassy in France, for instance. So it means we are not represented. The president in August served as the president of the United Nations Security Council. So bilaterally, even most of the moves we make sure say there is recognition. Now, you know, any side, even if the Harvard or Cambridge you go, they ask somebody say, in August, would I be the president of the United Nations Security Council? They must say, Julius Maada Bio, from here, Sierra Leone. So anybody when a member state of that Security Council, permanent member state, will want to extend bilateral relationship with that country beside that president come out. So if we see that it's being translated by Sierra Leone getting an embassy in France, I think say, instead of blaming the president, for at least say this is something commendable. Because we have our citizens in France. Why do you need an embassy in a country? We get a lot of Sierra Leoneans in France. Let us assume anything happened to them. If they now have an embassy and an ambassador for look at their issues, I think as a nation we should be proud that one of the giant economy like Europe, we get embassy there and we get an ambassador. So to me, having an ambassador in France, I want to tell the president plenty thank you. Because in his wisdom, he don't really see with people in that region, not be get that cover. We don't see situations where things that happen to the citizens in some countries, now neighboring country or other embassy, Gambia don't come in for help. We go to Liberia embassy as Sierra Leoneans. So in France, if the president of Sierra Leone gets an embassy, believe me, as Sierra Leonean, instead of questioning it.
Mr. Minister, this not also for push. Yes, now the president in constitutional rights to make appointments and disappoint some people. But if you look at the current wage bill and what's not on project for 2025, and all of the time we all know say the economy they go through challenges at this time. Is it right for them with a bluff to the wall that we can afford it, where you come in-house, we really they go through a lot?
So you look at the appointment. So because the world is challenged, because the economy is challenged, it's not right to have an embassy in France. Are we saying this? Now this will really say, because back home, let us say, okay, everything all right. We don't need,
We're talking about
we don't need, no.
We're talking about priorities.
Now the priority now they talk, 5 permanent seats, the United Nations Security Council. One of that country, we now have an embassy. We now have an ambassador in that country. Then just because of back home, we say we will not need embassy in France. Are we saying this? To me, it doesn't even constitute an argument. We need them in whatever state. Because those bilateral relationships, now they bring a lot of things back home. Sometimes when they see a lot of the presence of France, because they don't even know what will happen. So now, whenever anybody will go advocate for anything for now. In France, now they get an ambassador. They say because of situations, the president for the appoint. Let us look at which side the president appoint and who that he appoint. He not just appoint a mediocre. They not just make an appointment in any kind of country. He's appointing Dr. Mohammed Kanyasise, a very smart young man. For who represents we now one of the biggest economy in Europe.
Mr. Minister, when you look at the personality,
I am saying,
we know they look at the personality of the individual.
There are 2 things I look at here. If they look at where they send, because you will say, look the kind of person they send for if you go represent we in France, or look at the country who wants an ambassador. Now, then two things you get for look at. If the president will just take a mediocre, because he want to create an embassy in France, he just take anybody, a senator. He will question and they, or if somebody, no matter your level of qualification or your level of integrity, it just creates an embassy anywhere for just give you a job, then you question it.
All right.
But if you have a more than qualified somebody for who represents me, now one of the greatest nation in Europe, I don't know if it's a candidate for the question, anything.
All right, Mr. Minister, we'll come back to you. We'll come now to Thomas Dixon, a journalist and also a social commentator. Thomas, I believe you don't follow the conversation between we and the minister Naya. The question is, His Excellency the President make new appointments them recently, and he send some people them now certain position them, and it creates new embassies them. And the question they ask now, considering the economy of Salone at this present time, was it timely for the president for make their appointments and then create new offices?
In analyzing this, I think, first of all, we'll get for make some few corrections from within the deputy minister, with all due respect. Yes, it is the constitutional duties of the president for appoint and for create any office as he deem fit. But that not means as citizens will not for question or scrutinize those offices. It is also the right of the citizens based on Section 5, Section 11 of the 1991 Constitution, and particularly the media for able to scrutinize some of the actions or inactions of government and the president. Now coming to the appointment, the creation of new offices in the office where the president don't create. This president don't create 3 new embassies and don't close 1. But all the embassy create an embassy in Kenya, we close the embassy in Libya. So the embassy in Libya was closed, and he created one in Kenya. He created one in Egypt. We never had an embassy in Egypt. He created one in Egypt. He created one recently in Algeria. And he also don't create one in France. Nobody know they tell you say it's not important for let we get embassy in France. It is very important. Because as we speak right now, there is no country, there is no embassy in Freetown where they give Schengen visa. If the French then can able to relate that, I think the French then get a system where they will give you Schengen visa. So I think it is important that we used to have a French embassy in Sierra Leone. So if we have a French embassy in Sierra Leone, they give Schengen visa, I think it's fine. But when you look in all of these job offices that the president they create, you look at the expansion of the wage bill. You look at, we don't create a new embassy, they not get for be just the ambassador and the deputy ambassador. They get for send defense attaché, they get for send financial attaché, they get for send the consular, they get for send the legal attaché, they get for send local staff. Then they will get for the another office for the, and they all get for be paid. And that's get for tell on the wage bill. I think that's not the question here. And this is the president. In 2018, we campaigned strongly that the wage bill is so huge, and where it can, they reduce them. But we've seen the ever-expanding wage bill under this president. And this, now facts, they will forever tell the people there. It's not about creating. If we get the resources, why don't the president create embassy in all important country them? Where the SSM will also create embassy now, we will create opportunity for Sierra Leone and for travel. But we don't have the resources. Do we have the resources? Our budget is based on deficit. The recent budget, the Minister of Finance read. We have huge debt. We are in a debt distress. Our international reserve is about 1 month below. It should be 3 months. It's about 1 month below international reserve.
The deputy minister when it's up just now, we have in all those economical challenges now. Home and no means
no, well, you know, I the one government. If President Bio be private business in the run, you know, go just the create office where you don't get money for pay staff, or we don't get money for run a department. He create one department. No. Because in private business and money they use the even at us we the one use, you get a family of 5 certain things and the way the wife will bring come. You say, my husband, I want to buy for me A, B, C, and D. You go tell and say, we not get money for this, we not get money for this, we not get money. Wait.
So you think it's gonna be an ill advice?